Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. We made it to Thursday. It is 6:07 a.m. I slept in a little, so I still can't believe it's 6:07 though. When I woke up 30 minutes later. Like, what am I doing when I wake up normally? I have a concert tonight and I'm so excited. The Red Clay Strays. Guys, I feel like I'm overthinking my Dolly Parton video from yesterday. I feel like I was just so emotional. Luteal phase, already emotional, tired. It's 5:50 and I couldn't properly put all my thoughts together. So, but it's okay. I'm not gonna overthink it. It is what it is. Yeah, I just feel like I didn't even say what I really wanted to and how I would want to, but all good. I feel like it just got warm. But there are a few things that I want to read. Just because I really do love Dolly, and I feel like there's something beautiful in all of us mourning and hurting together. But I loved this quote that I read from her. And I also loved what Miley said, which I'll also read. I mean, there's so many good things. Okay, I liked this one though. It's easy to get lost, but you can't do that. You've got to focus on who you are, what you want, and what your talents are. You've got to come to terms with yourself early on, be true to you, to know what you can do, and if it's worth it, to get out there and go for it. And don't let nobody else tell you that you're wrong. If you believe what you believe about yourself to be true, that's all you really have to know to be anchored, decent human being. To be an anchored, decent human being. I love that so much. You have to focus on who you are, what you want, what your talents are. Come to terms with yourself early on. So good. So good. I'll leave it at that. And then I'll read Miley's. If you haven't, I'm sure you probably have, but I'm reading it anyway. The feeling of losing my Aunt Dolly is beyond what feels right to share. Our most sacred moments were private, and they'll stay there behind the stage, beneath the glamour, and between our hearts. What I know is Dolly would want me to feel it, write a song about it, and then continue on and be strong. I have an angel by my side. I always have. One of our last conversations was about music and metamorphosis. I will always love her and want to make her proud. My heart breaks for the world, her family and friends who will miss her deeply. We're in this loss together, and we will see her in all of the most beautiful things. I feel like she said that so perfect. I love that Dolly would want her to feel it. Like, that is life, is feeling everything, even the hard parts. Like, I feel like with a heartbreak or a breakup, the only way to properly get through it is to feel it and sit in it, and it sucks, but like, that's life and you're going to be better for it after. But anyways, I love that. And I also love, like, my heart breaks for the world, which that's why I also feel like, which I was trying to say yesterday, like, there's so many emotions around it, but seeing everybody love on her and share their emotions around it, it makes me sad for the world and her family and her friends, you know. But we're in this loss together. Love. I love, love, love that. I think there was something else too. she was asked by Vanity Fair, what is your motto? Or your motto? Wait, what is it? Motto or motto? And she said, dream more, learn more, care more, and be more. And I love that. I feel like that's what I want to do. I always want to dream. I always want to learn. I always want to care. Okay, there's one more. Okay, there's one more, and it's a poem by Kaylin Ware. I don't know. Author of Still the Eldest Daughter. On the day Dolly died, little girls screamed and grown women cried. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional again. Because the world was all at once less sparkly, and maybe the sparkle was never really about the way she dressed, fabulously, if you're asking. Maybe it was watching a woman be ambitious without becoming hard, soft without becoming small, glamorous and still taken seriously. Maybe it was the way she gave people who had very little in common something to love together. Or maybe it was simply this: she spent a lifetime being unapologetically herself, and somehow made the rest of us a little less afraid to do the same. My throat again. I feel like that was just said so beautifully. I feel like all of these are what I was trying to say yesterday, but your girl could not get it together. But yeah, everything about that. Ambitious without becoming hard, soft without becoming small. Okay, I could go on, but I will stop that there. But yeah, if you guys think I should delete that video, please let me know. We're friends, I can ask that, right? I'm so excited for the concert tonight. It's the Red Clay Strays. Yeah, I'm so excited. Feeling so grateful. And I feel like after Dolly passing, I just need live music. Okay, I got a question on one of my videos. Literally so sweet. I love hearing where you guys are from, and it blows my mind that some of you are across the world and watching like a random girl from the Pacific Northwest. Like, I love that so much. Like, I'm just as obsessed with y'all. I hope you guys know. What would you tell yourself? Wait, can't read this morning. What would you tell your younger self if you could speak to them? Would you do things differently? Love that question. Okay, I should probably start doing my makeup first. Didn't even start yet, and we're 8 minutes in. What would I tell my younger self? And would I do things differently? Okay, first, I would not do anything differently because it got me here, and I'm very grateful to be here. And I feel like everything that I've been through has taught me so much about myself, about life, about who I want to be in the future. So I would never do anything differently. There are some things that, like, I could think of some things that I could be like, maybe don't work with family in California. Maybe, don't go to that Pilates class in Brentwood that one year and meet that piece of shit of a man. Ugh, that's a whole other story. Like, there's little things where I'm like, just don't do it. However, I'm grateful for it, and I would not change it because it has led me exactly where I need to be, and that's right here and talking to y'all. And like, all those experiences I'm grateful for. But there are some things where I'm like, be careful. Don't do that. But I wouldn't change anything. And then what I would tell my younger self, I feel like I am very much the same person as I was as a younger girl. Like, I've always been very sensitive. I've always been very emotional. I've always been very passionate, and like I get intense about a lot of things. And like low-key obsessive over a lot of things. Not like crazy, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, hopefully. But I've always been who I am today. And like I've always like trusted the process. I've trusted God. I trust the universe. So I was never scared about how everything was going to play out, because I was very trusting and still am of the future and the unknown. I hope you guys know when I answer these questions, I do it like on the spot. Like I'm not thinking about it prior, which maybe I should, but I feel like it's more honest and real that way. But I would maybe tell her to not be so scared and don't make herself so small. Like it's okay to talk a lot. I think I would tell her to push myself to be more extrovert, even though maybe that wouldn't even work because that's just who I am. I would definitely tell her that you're blessed, that everything's going to work out, to continue to trust the universe and God and your family and your angels. I would tell myself maybe don't make yourself small. I feel like sometimes I do that. And I would also tell her, these are like things I'm thinking of that would help myself today. So I would also tell her to try not to overthink, to be aware of overthinking, and to get that under control at an early age. And I think I'd also tell her, I'd tell her to read more. And maybe smoke less weed in college and at the end of high school. But again, like, I wouldn't change anything. Like, I feel like everything leads you to where you're supposed to be. But those are just like little things that I would tell myself to maybe be the person I would like to be and see myself being. But I also, I love all those things that make me, me. What would I tell younger people who like not me, but just like maybe a middle school or a high schooler, and I'm just talking to them and they're asking for advice? I would tell them to live in gratitude, be grateful for every little thing, even the bad things, even though it sucks. I would tell them that they're so strong and they're capable of anything that this life throws them. I would tell them to trust the process. It all works out. You don't need to worry. I love that quote where it's like, worry pretends to be necessary, but it serves no useful purpose. I would tell them that they're loved and that they're not alone. I would tell them to connect to their spiritual side in whichever way they feel pulled to. I would tell them to be kind no matter what. Always choose to be the bigger person. Did you guys just hear my stomach growl? Yeah, I would tell them that they're strong and loved and not alone. I would tell them to wear what they want. Like, don't let people try to change you. I would tell them to be a good friend. But definitely, like, live in gratitude, trust the process, and also work hard. Like, in whatever you do, like, just be a good worker, be a good team player. That's what I would tell anyone who's younger than me, I think. Like, as like middle school, high school. I have this poem that I made in, I think it was 4th grade. And maybe I'll read it one day, but it's very much me. And I was in 4th grade writing it. Well, which is crazy to think about. But for the most part, I really do feel like I've stayed true to myself. And I would also say, like, just dream. Like, whatever you want to do, it can happen, you know? And also, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Like, it is still scary for me to post these videos some days. Like me overthinking my Dolly Parton video from yesterday because I'm not the best speaker. But, like, do it anyways, you know? Like, the fact that I can connect with people from all around the world makes me so happy that we get to get ready at the same time, or whatever. Like, I don't know, I love that. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. And it's okay to be scared, but to do it anyway. I hope that was a good answer. But thanks for asking that. I really do love y'all. I really do. The fact that you guys make me feel comfortable enough to talk at 6 a.m. and to say whatever really means a lot, so. This is 18 minutes and I haven't even done my blush. Concert tonight. I have a high school sleepover with my high school friends tomorrow night, which I'm excited about. It took 2 months to plan this because that's how long it takes to, like, properly get friends together at this age because everyone's so busy. But yeah, also, I signed up for sewing classes. You guys know that that was one of my goals this summer, is to learn how to sew. And I actually signed up for a class next week, so I'll talk more about it, but I'm really excited. I'm scared just to, like, take a class. Not scared, I'm just, like, a little nervous, you know, but again, it just goes back to, like, doing what scares you, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Did I tell you guys I got my first kind of mean comment on TikTok? Which I'll talk about later, if I haven't already talked about that, but that was funny. But yeah, super excited about sewing and just, like, learning something new. But I'll share more about that next week. Thank you, God, for blessing me to see another day. I'm so grateful. Okay, it's actually light outside now. It's crazy. I start filming and it's dark, and now it's light. Some of the things I say, I'm like, okay, duh. Okay. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. And I will see y'all next week.